Go to the other guy. Go to the other
guy. Jeez. Oh, what a way to start.
What?
What? Why? All right. Welcome everybody to Falskallan Nights. I am your host, the Bard with no name. Welcome to Dire Bear. Well, you might as well just go to Tom now. Let's get to announcements.
All right, well, thank you, JT, and thank you, adventurers, for joining us once again in Coduria. Well, that's right. We're back in the homeland of Diamondback and his nefarious rival, Tobias of Keith. Team them and the intrepid revolutionaries of the Hallowed Revolt have reached the fortress town of Castragarde, just ahead of the vicious viceroy, in hopes of planning a daring rescue for their imprisoned bard friend. Pardon me. Stealth, subterfuge, and maybe a little seduction could be required to effect the rescue. Thankfully, we've got access to all that and more with our first sponsor, D&D Beyond. Their platform allows us to keep all our campaign info and character sheets in one handy place. They've got character creation tools, expandable notes sections, and just about every sourcebook or character species you could name. Their spell section also has a comprehensive breakdown of all the spellcasting components you completely forget about every time you sling magic at your enemies. But, well, then again, components are one of those optional rules that people don't really use, like encumbrance, or taking an action to quaff a health potion, or keeping track of your HP. Thank you, D&D Beyond, for sponsoring us and our very, very convenient short-term memory loss. Of course, there's no loss involved with our next sponsor, FX May Vary. They are a genre-hopping, hard-rocking, dice-rolling band of magnificent musicians from Newmarket, Ontario, crafting lovely songs for the discerning musical connoisseur. Along with keeping this company afloat, they write and perform the wonderful theme song you hear at the end of every Dire Bear stream. They balance toe-tapping tunes with mental health advocacy, and 2 of their esteemed number are even on one of our D&D shows. You can seek them out on YouTube, Spotify, just about any place music is streamed. You can also reach out to them on Facebook or Instagram. Their music is designed to be enjoyed by everyone. Side effects may include feelings of happiness, an impulsive desire to move rhythmically, a drive to share with others, and a compulsion to follow the band on social media. As always, though, individual effects may vary. That said, the ranks of Dire Bear sponsors are not limited only to official Dungeons & Dragons websites nor amazing rock bands. Should you choose, dear viewer, you can join the rarefied air of Dire Bear supporters. How, you might ask? Well, by joining us on Patreon and perusing the wonderful rewards available to you. You can get Discord privileges, merch, mentions at the end of our streams, which on Wednesday nights still gets you a patented Diamondback parody song. And, well, I've got limited time left on this stream, so I'm attempting to get some real doozies in, and you don't want to miss this one. Trust me. There is also even a tier that gives you access to monthly voice acting lessons with yours truly, geared towards RPGs. So if you've ever been looking for the perfect voice for your rough and tumble rogue, upstanding paladin, or goblin fighter who's the ultimate embodiment of chaotic neutral, hop over to patreon.com/direbearac and become part of the magic. While you're at it, why not wear your Dire Bear love on your sleeve? On your legs, your head. Not quite your crotch yet, but hey, we're still working on that. Hit up the Dire Bear merch store on Streamlabs and find some roaring great shirts, mouse pads, etc. for all your nerdy needs. We even have, of course, our patented Pride collections. This includes the Beyond Alignment collection of t-shirts, tank tops, with the variants that include the trans, non-binary, and BLM Pride colors. Human rights are a year-round battle, and though the month of Pride is over, we still advertise advertise inclusivity wherever we go. So remind them that nothing attracts bears like Dire Bear. JT, back over to you.
Oh, I have no preamble for this. Let's just get into it. Let's get into tonight's episode of Falskallan Nights. Well, I guess Codurian Nights. Last time on, well, Coduria Knights. Team Them have entered into Castragarde, waited for a few days to wait for the caravan that holds Diamondback, while the Hallowed Revolt lays low in a nearby forest. Now that everybody is back together, let's get into it. So the procession with all these carts are coming through. They seem to be going right into the back house. For this point, I'm going to get you guys to go look at roll 20 for me.
Ooh,
Mm.
So
that's
for since he is not here today, we're going to use Halsterian as a marker for you guys.
ooh.
Hallowed Revolt is not there, and for the sake of it, the procession is going to be. What the hell? Be marked off by Diamondback because why the heck not?
The package.
Oops, that's not what I wanted.
Napkin.
And then some.
There we go. Yep, I just had to do that. So they move past another portcullis that leads back into what seems to be more of an officiated area that would hold larger carts and the stables, which would also lead up into Castragarde's main keep and courtyards. So at that point, I think who would be kind of maintaining a watch at this point? And it is currently about midday.
Where Spleena's bee is, so.
No, I think I would be keeping hidden and keep watch. Mostly probably just on the outskirts. If I could.
Yeah. Okay. So like you're talking something if you want to ping it on the map.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Probably just hanging around over here so I can keep view of like this area or
Yeah.
through here. Yeah.
Easy enough. I mean, you see when the procession had come in, the honor guard, the Cordarian honor guard, that are all wearing basically like black and red coats over top. What would also be which is covering plated armor that is also reddened but has a golden hue kind of put underneath it, donning a decorative mask, almost like a mask and a helm that covers completely the dome of the head. And so they're all there, but the white drakesmen in their standard combat attire are sprinkled in between the carriages and whatnot. You see 5 of them in total. Leading the rear would be former Crimson Kindness.
Oh boy. Look at that bee. So so what is the plan? Are we just kind of following them? Making sure, I don't know, they don't do anything. I kind of wanted to be at the ambush.
I think we'll end up meeting them at the ambush. But I think
Okay.
we're just making sure that Diamondback 1 arrives alive, and
That's
2,
true.
once Carmine Kindness
Yeah,
gets the
making
fuck out
sure.
of here, then we kind of follow.
Okay, so don't cause issues here. Got it.
All
Okay,
right. So,
yeah, I
Yim,
guess
what are
we
you
will.
doing?
Excellent. Uh, so we are expecting there to be, like, whoever is taking over will have been stationed here for a bit, correct?
Yeah, you would think.
Okay. So, uh, like, I don't know how we want to have done this or do this. Yimmer would have been scoping those people out and basically wants to have them fed, or I guess have them ingest this worm slayer stuff.
Okay. So,
Laxatives.
first of all, make
Yeah.
any of the honor guard and the white drakesmen are not in the common areas. After sitting there for a while, like, where would Yimmer be, really?
He would start in kind of the tavern area and
Okay.
start like asking around, trying to get an idea of where they are, who they are, and essentially, if he's able to make direct contact with them, then administer it himself. Otherwise, he would uh, convince either a barmaid, a cook, or even an urchin of some description to get it in their hands. Because it is a rather spicy appley drink, so it wouldn't necessarily immediately alert them, so to speak.
Understood. Okay, so sitting
It's
in
not
the
a poison. It's not poison.
it's not a poison, it's
Should be.
just a food accelerator.
Yes, it's a except it's a different kind of slide and fill.
Slide and empty.
Slide and go.
a slop
Slide
and
and fill the
plop.
pot. That's what we gotta call it, the slop and plop.
Oh man, yeah.
Oh my god. All right, so then what I'm going to ask you to
Take
do
my
is make a
doggy
perception check.
Oh boy. Come on, dice tower. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's a Yimmer perception. That's 19.
19? Okay, excellent. With that, I mean, sitting around this bar for a couple of days, you've been able to kind of just get the lay of the land and figure out who's here. And you find that it's kind of a revolving door, kind of. I mean, this really is a pit stop along the way. So some people stay here for a couple days just to kind of rest up and make sure that they're properly fed, maybe resupplying stock, while others just stay for maybe a couple hours and go. Feel much more safer on the roads than in a castle. Talking to some of the servers, you get the general sense that they're quite, they're happy to be here. There's no real malcontent against any of the ruling people. They seem to come in and realize that, like, yeah, the guards can be kind of rowdy sometimes, but when you're bored and you drink, shit just happens. But the leaders, like the commandant and all of his crew, are very much upright. They don't mistreat any of the workers, and especially the servants. So you don't get a feeling from that. But You notice that there's a really well-dressed dwarf in one of the corners, and he's kind of been around for a couple days. You haven't really made rounds to go speak to him just yet. But you kind of get the sense that with the way he's dressed, and he's got all these really nice rings on his fingers, long, beautifully braided orange beard. Like, you're very much looking at a classical dwarf in the sense of it all, but it's like jewelry, embroidered like cloth and linens that is delved over a nice half cloak that covers half his body. And he's sitting there just kind of looking over a couple of ledgers. Drinking what seems to be like this really nice amber ale.
Oh, well, I guess I'll go over and I'll grab an ale for myself and I'll grab another ale for him.
Perfect. All right. You grab one that'd be like a couple of copper, really, just to do that. Yeah, mark that down. I'm counting every penny.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't have it.
You don't have a copper to spend. There no merchant works for you.
Okay. And so yeah, I'll go over to this finely dressed specimen of dwarfism and make note of such.
Yes.
Oh, well met, friend. Couldn't help but notice you around a lot, and I must say you are the spitting image of the pinnacle of dwarfs. You are a fine specimen, my friend, and I thought I'd buy you an ale. Would you cheers to me?
But it kind of, as you're kind of making this pitch to him, you notice that these stunning green eyes that almost shimmer emerald to like a mint green. It's kind of like amazing just to see the flow of that. He looks up. He looks up. If you're looking for that kind of a thing, I'm not a person that I'm not interested that way. So I will take a drink, but that's about it.
That is quite all right. I just from a distance I wasn't quite aware of your piercing green eyes. I have some piercing green eyes, I'm told as well. But well met, friend. Yeah, just want to commend you on your attire and the way that you really you hold yourself. It's quite remarkable.
I appreciate that. Do I have business with you?
You might in the future. I wasn't really quite going that far in that direct. I just want to have a friendly chat because I've been here a while. Want to see, what your story is because we don't really see some prim and proper dwarves around here these days.
All right. My name is Oxland. I am a trader. I specialize myself in multiple different trades of goods. So I go from metals to foods to a bunch of other different things that I can get my hands on.
Oh, it is a wonderful pleasure to meet you, Oxland. I'm a bit of a trader myself. I have all sorts of wares, a bit more on the organic, experiential type of things, and it would be wonderful to maybe talk shop a bit more with you. I'm a bit more of the party type of people. Who are your kind of clientele, if you don't mind me asking?
My clientele are higher up nobles and dignitaries. I end up commingling with the higher echelons of society. I'm only here for a couple of days. I'm heading myself back into Falskallan.
Oh well. I don't know if I'll be going that way, but I'm definitely acquainted with quite a few of the highborn. Why they all like to look a little bit prim and proper. Can tell you once the curtains are drawn, they're a bit more wild. I can tell you.
Oh.
You know what I mean, right?
I definitely know what you mean. That being the case, if you're trying to sell me something, you're not doing a half bad job of it. But what are you trying to sell me?
Well, the fact that you're more dealing with the highborns, I was wondering if maybe we could, exchange, you know, I guess I don't really have a card or anything like that, but I was thinking if you would introduce me to some of your friends, I could introduce you to some of mine, because obviously we don't interact with the same stuff, but we interact with the same people. So, one businessman to another, I thought we could, have a bit of a partnership, see how things are going.
I only just met you and you're asking for a partnership.
Well,
yeah,
you
I
have
see
to
that
ask
you're
at some point.
persistent, and I like to see that in a very equated businessman. But let's be fair. Let's be honest. Let's have a drink first. If you do not have any actual wares on hand, what can I do?
Wares. Oh, I got wares, my friend.
You have some merchandise on hand.
I do. And he rummages around. So I got these blue things. I call them sliding fills. Little crackers. Doesn't look much, but just a little blue, and you'll have your fill. And it makes you really go. Yeah, if you know what I mean. The nobles like it. I would imagine your nobles like it too. Didn't sound like you were quite dealing with this kind of stuff, but sometimes people need a little more to get going after a few drinks. So, this keeps the party going all night long. No more than 4 hours, though. Unless we've had 2. But yeah.
Are you selling me an aphrodisiac?
Oh, this is not just an aphrodisiac, my friend. It's a mouthful, and that's what a lot of people say after taking this too. So, it's it does a lot of stuff. Helps things fill, helps things slide, and makes you want to slide and fill, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Make a persuasion check.
Excellent. I would love to. Waiting for this all evening. Ooh, 22.
22?
Cool.
Yep.
He looks at you with just like a very, I wouldn't say concerned, but just one of those, I've seen a lot of really bad business pitches. And this one borderlines on the on it, but somehow you're just charming enough to kind of make it work. So if I'm correct to believe, this cracker will get me up and going, and I will be up and going.
And then some.
Now it's just considered a free sample.
Of course. Like, gives him a handful. For you, I was hoping to maybe meet some of your friends, and maybe provide them with some of this enhancement of sorts. It works for everyone. So not just the dangly bit folks. And so I thought if you want to just give it to them as well. I have some other stuff I'd be happy to give as a free sample. I got this apple drink. It's more of like a up and at 'em, so if you need to be alert. So if you're raring to go and need to go into battle, this kind of takes the edge off and kind of makes you go. Rrr. So yeah, if you had any friends wanting that, that's something else I could provide.
All right. Well,
Would you want some free samples of that too?
if you're offering free samples, that's perfectly fine. Is there a place I can find you?
Well, I'll be here. I'm a bit around. I don't know. I think maybe ah, yeah, I'm going out west or no, out east, real far. Gonna try and fight the White Hand and all that stuff. But if if you ask for Yimmer, I'm sure someone will recognize me and tell you where to find me. I'm usually in places like this, to be perfectly honest.
Okay, I'll take it.
Oh,
Is that everything?
I don't know, is it? Is there, like, I'm giving you free samples? Is there anything you want me to let other people know about you, Mr. Oxland?
Not that I can say. I think that this is a pretty good idea. This is a pretty good start of a business partnership if you want it to be that way.
Oh, that would be great. Well, I'll be here for a couple days. I guess I'll see you around until your mates come by and you're off on your way. But yeah, if your mates need to be really up and ready to go, that green stuff, that stuff you'll ever have next to the little blue stuff.
I understand. All right. I do need to get back to my bookkeeping. Do you mind?
I do not mind. And he just stays there and stares at him.
that's what I was hoping you would
Away
say.
from me, please.
Oh, okay. Well, great to meet you, Mr. Oxland, and I'll see you around.
And do you
I guess
actually move?
Yeah, just kind of shuffles away.
Mm.
Okay, so you watch him. He goes back to, he goes back to, God, looking over his records and papers and whatnot. He's still writing with pen, quill and ink, just kind of jotting notes down, flipping pages and whatnot. He's having a sip of beer. Doesn't look to be touching any of the stuff. Not just yet, anyway.
Okay. Well, it's
A
mostly
couple
for him
hours. Yeah, a couple hours go by. He finally gets up and he starts going up into the upper courtyards where normal travelers do not go.
Did he take the stuff?
Yeah, the stuff is with him. He took the stuff with him. Which at that point, yeah. The day turns into night. And you hear what sounds to be like loud revelry coming from the upper castle. That's it'd be number 5. So you see that they're basically like, this would be the best representation. This is where you guys were at. This is where the Hallowed Revolt were at.
And that's the same place the Oxland went to?
You don't know because basically he came up the set of stairs here. That's where you saw it.
Okay.
And so from there, you do not know where he was.
Okay, well, humor knows.
Humor knows. Howard, at this point, the the ring is currently still down in Portcullis out basically where 10-11 is. Is there anything that you guys are doing?
The portcullis is like steel, lowers down.
Correct.
There's no like gap in ground creating any kind of moat or anything.
No. There's nothing like that.
Are there? Remind me, you said it's closed.
No, it isn't closed, but it is guarded. Because they're basically sentries at like the rear stables. The rear stables and the main walkways to get up into the upper echelons of Castragarde.
If we're watching the guards, watching people go in and out, does it seem like people are showing some form of identification or anything? Any symbols or paperwork or emblems?
Sorry, could you repeat that again? Landlord is just sending me a couple messages.
If we watch people go in and out over time, are people just like going in, or are they like presenting paperwork or emblems or insignias or something?
Basically, like it's free reign for people to come in because or to come in from like the main gateways, because that's just like how Castragarde was set up as sort of more or less like this is a safe haven between 2 points, between an exact borderline between two countries. But anything further back, you notice that the guards are looking for more official documentation and, or like you said, seals or insignias. So when the procession came in, it was automatically, okay, this is royalty, or royal adjacent coming in and through, so therefore they come in through.
He's just gonna keep an eye on the gate then, looking like a random passerby or person.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, I mean, throughout the day, you're kind of just sitting at a couple of the benches, watching people watching. It's a beautiful day and afternoon. The sun is shining bright in the sky. It is warm. It's nice to feel this warmth again, especially in the air around. So at that, you're watching the guard without actually watching the guards, which at that point I would guess just make a perception check for me, please.
Oh, natural 20.
Whoa.
24.
24. Sweet. All right. With that, I mean, gathering the information you do, you realize that they change guard positions every hour, and it's more or less a pair of guards comes in, replaces, and then the other guards go out, and then seemingly head into a building that's built within the rocks that are jutting out from the ground. Just want to let you guys know about this map here that there is no moat. In my mind's eye, there's no moat. It's just like basically kind of a mesa that was built up and into. So the blue is green.
Yeah.
That being said, yeah, that being said, you find that a lot of the security seems pretty tight knit, and that, I mean, any sort of foul play can be easily dealt with.
Never anyone passing off money or anything, is there?
The natural 20, I mean, you see a couple of like a couple of traders go in and head straight for the back, and a couple of the guards will come out and look, and you see a couple of officiations come through, but also that a pouch that has been accidentally dropped as they walk on through.
Hmm.
But it seems to be very, very few and far between. That's what you would get from that. The day starts turning into night, and so you guys are sitting there at the tavern, just kind of listening to some music. You hear what sounds to be like loud revelry from the main castle itself. But from if you guys aren't going to be making a move anywhere, I'm just going to continue this on.
Yeah, Howard's not planning on it. Thinks it's too risky to do it here in the fort. Too easy to be discovered.
Yimmer would also be like daily going out and saying hello to Mick Swagger.
it's just at that point you're just like, you'll go out, you'll walk around one of the round cliff sides, and you see basically McSwagger kind of just back up against the wall, leg like propped up. It's just
Hey, Mick Swagger. Still my friend? Thanks. Going back now.
And you re-up. We're friends, and we're gone. And you head back in. The party, as you're walking through the gate, you still hear the party that's going up top, and it is absolutely loud. It's a lot louder than you would a lot louder than you've ever really heard a party go for. So that's the only real thing of note that you would make. That being the case, you head back, and well, y'all go to sleep. The next day rises, and at about almost mid-morning, almost cresting into the noon, you see what seems to be the same caravan coming out of the portcullis at the back of Castragarde. The ring is moving.
Okay.
And it's moving with this. You see what seems to be a column of the White Drakesmen led by former Crimson Kindness. And you see 5 carriages that are being driven by the Honor Guard. Yeah, being driven by each set of Honor Guard. They pass everybody by, and an official procession rolls through, leads out the gate, and the White Drakesman, led by Crimson Kindness, former Crimson Kindness, heads east towards Falskallan. While while the actual caravan itself turns west into Kodoria. It's at this point that it follows the pass, or Altad's path.
Are we able
up
to
and west.
see Diamondback at all?
No, you do not. A lot of these
Closed off,
caravans are
kind of.
like it's all closed off carriages. You find that the ring itself is in the fourth from the front
Okay.
carriage.
I will send a message to Shiren to let the Hallowed Revolt know that they've left the fort and are heading that general direction.
Right. So yeah, as per the plan, Shiren and the revolt would have rid ahead to the ambush point.
Okay.
At the very least, or the very latest, a day after the caravan arrived in the fort.
Okay. So ambush point is what, like just on road, or are you talking something like you're gonna catch them while resting?
We had determined a point on the road. Dolly was basically going to what's the bloody spell?
Firewall?
Nope.
Oh no, eruption or something.
Yeah. Erupting Earth.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Was going to kind of drop that and sort of use it to try and either stop or slow the convoy. And then we were going to kind of hit them and effect a rescue while also hurting the enemy.
Roger that. Okay, so easy enough. You find a spot that is the road that lines right by basically kind of like a dirt cliff that goes up about 15, 17 feet. There's trees lining this dirt path that goes through it, but there's also a heavy thicket on the other side of the path as well. So at this point, you would have a great vantage point up top, but also on the other side of the path itself.
All right.
So then at this point, what is Team Them doing?
Probably following at a decent distance.
So probably waiting a few minutes as they leave and split off and following.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the ring is heading towards Corduria, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So even if we can't see them, we know where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Exactly. I would like you guys to make either stealth or deception checks. The Team Them, I should say.
Yep.
If that was not obvious.
Yeah, figured.
Oh,
Yimmer, you do have a point of luck.
Yeah, you do.
no. I don't know if I want to use it just yet.
Oh boy.
Like I rolled a 2, so like
I didn't do much better.
that's gonna be a 9 either way.
Oh.
Oh, 9.
I'm glad I'm disguised because I got a 4.
Oh god.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I rolled a 20 earlier and then a 2 now.
Oh man.
The dice giveth, and the dice taketh away.
Okay, so that's a 4 for Howard, a 9 for Yimmer. Spleen.
15.
15 for spleen. Beatrice?
7.
Jesus.
7.
Oh no.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh,
What does Hal have?
We're
Hmm?
gonna be caught
Oh,
before
right.
we even get to the ambush.
oh.
Let's roll for Hal.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Don't even say
Nat
it. I
one.
don't think we want to know.
Nat 1!
Ah!
For a total of 2.
The revolt's gonna be like waiting for like the caravan to arrive, but it never does for a while, and then it does arrive, and we're all prisoner.
All right. I think at this point, I'm gonna need to do something for my landlord real quick. So at this point, I'm gonna need to take about 10 minutes.
Yep.
So
Okay.
while I'm
Okay.
taking this 10 minutes, I'm going to think of the consequences
Think
of your
about what
actions.
you've done.
You will think about what
It's
you've
not
done.
It's not our actions, it's the
I'm not-
Vegas actions.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. Anyway,
Why am I being punished for their mistakes?
because you could have done better too.
Oh,
Oh.
Damn.
amazing.
You were all a unit and a team. If the team collectively does shitty, you are a part of that team.
Butter gave us
It's
the
up to
boon.
you. It is up to you to make your team better.
Who always
It's up
gave
to
us
you to
pass without
prevent
a trace?
wildfires.
Oh, that's
Warwick.
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 No, I thought we had someone else that would gave us pass without a trace.
No.
Warwick.
No, the one time that you had passed without a trace was one of the druids that did that. Then it was
That's true.
it was one of the dryads, I should say. One of the dryads of the Dryadic Woad
Yep.
who did that. Then Mr. Catman in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway,
Okay.
we will be back in about 10 minutes' time. Until then, think about what you've done. Bye.
Oh no.
for your patience. Now, as we left off, you guys have been trailing behind this caravan for a couple of hours now, kind of waiting to get to this ambush point that Shiren had described to all of you. But in doing so, you guys have created a lot of noise and created a lot of noise behind y'all. You weren't exactly... You're not as stealthy as you thought you'd be. But that's how it should go sometimes. How far back are you trying to stay?
Within eye shot for me, at least, since I have the hat.
Spleen would disagree and be like, no, I can just keep tracking them.
And this is the argument that started it all.
We don't need to see them. There's tracks right here, literally. We just keep following that. Because if we set up a camp, and they too, if we can see them, they can see us. Dipshit. This is why you don't go out in the woods.
Well, we're not
what she said.
We don't stay together. I have the hat.
Who gives a fuck about the hat?
So I don't look like me.
You just stay out of sight.
You have a tracker, don't you? Use the tracker. Why do we need to use our eyeballs?
Yeah,
When
there's
you
a
have
ring.
your stupid magic shit.
There's a ring. Oh my god. Don't even speak. Quiet. Don't even. Shut your mouth.
I can't help but feel like this might be attracting attention.
Who's saying that?
I'm running Hellsterian.
How?
Oh.
I was with you. I liked it.
Mm-hmm. I think it was good.
I was like, motherfucker, what?
Who's this?
Why are you doing
Since when did he get such a
Go
sultry?
away.
So, you see, I thought that was just Diamondback in the background, just muffled.
Stash, we're having conversation, Diamondback.
Wait, how'd you get back there?
I was like, take the gag off. What'd you say? Okay, put it back on.
While you guys are having this conversation, you notice that, like, at this point, your guys are having this conversation within eye shot of the caravan, and you notice that one of the carriages stops. Well, I mean, you only have one view of one carriage, and it looks like it's halted. And you see two horses break off and start riding towards you.
See, eye shot. If we see them, they can see us.
We're going to visit our cousins. That's what we're doing.
Yep.
How close are we to the fort?
You're a couple hours away from
Hours.
the fort.
Okay, so
We've
there's...
been traveling.
It's like, it's us and them on the road, and that's it.
You see two guards in full gear, two honor guards in full gear roll up. You see one armed with a polearm and another one with a bow, not drawn and ready, but at the ready.
Yeah, Spleen has gone like Crippen type of thing, like hood over, just like covering the face. Just
Howard's just
Now we've noticed that
disguised as
all
some,
of y'all. Oh,
Howard's just disguised as like some middle-aged, slightly fat dude.
Yimmer is just Yimmer.
Yep, Yimmer will actually kind of walk up and kind of greet them.
Mm-hmm. And then Halsterian is just Halsterian.
God.
Which at that point, you see One of them seems to be the one wielding the polearm is female in form. Uh, female in form. She comes up now. We've been hearing y'all from all back from up there, and y'all are really loud. So I have to ask, why are you following us?
Oh, we- well, mate, first of all, we're not following you. We're going to be following someone else. I guess we just kind of caught up to you. We're running a bit lighter than you all are. And yeah, really sorry about that. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything like that.
You're dealing with Cordurian royal processions over here. I would
Oh,
suggest
that
if
explains.
you are going to stay within eye line that you keep business to yourself.
Oh, we definitely would. I really sorry, did not expect to see royalty on this road. Thought everyone kind of kept to their castles. If you want, we can stay back a little bit. That way we are well out of your way, give you a good berth. And yeah, because I don't want to keep you up and waiting for us or anything like that. We are happy to comply.
Make a deception check. I meant to say that before, but
Yeah, no.
We're not following you. We're following somebody else.
that is very much a deception. There's a truth, but there's a sprinkle of the lie, therefore
Yeah.
deceiving.
And that's how all good lies work, because I rolled a 17 plus we said deception.
Yes.
24.
Valid point. All right, yeah. Following somebody
If y'all
else.
are gonna start, if y'all are heading in the right direction, then I would suggest you wait a few hours before you start walking again. You don't want to catch up to us again, because if it do, we're gonna have to deal with you in a lot different way. This would be obstruction. This is a fair warning.
And it is most fair, just as fair as yourself. So we will remain here for the allotted amount of time to give you and your royal uh, keepers. I guess you're the keepers of the royal. Anyways, your royal carriages are safe and sound.
Uh-huh. Stay put. She turns her charger right around this beautiful chestnut colored horse with a beautiful black mane that is has a braid basically tied right down, especially with the tail itself is braided as well. It's beautiful harness and saddle. They're both horses are basically exactly the same, except the other horse where the male archer has a nice little like heart-shaped beauty spot kind of right on the back right thigh. As they both turn around,
My Little Pony.
you I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that. I'm going I guess Yimmer, because you're the one who walked up. Make a perception check, please.
Gladly. 18 plus perception.
That horse's name is Heart Clover.
6.
What was that? What did you
24 for me.
Okay, cool. Jesus, you're fucking
Another 20.
rolling.
My God.
Damn.
What is?
We're not in combat, so I actually do shit.
Is this what responsible Yim looks like?
Yep.
Yim was built to be a role-playing machine. None of this combat nonsense.
As you can see, when he gets into combat, he's absolutely trash. Outside of combat, amazing.
Amazing.
Build for social encounters.
I can do anything.
All right. As they're turning around, you kind of hear what seems to be like general conversation between the two of them. And he just says, "You were too kind. You were too kind to them. If it were up to me, I would have shot them on spot." And that's kind of all you got as the horses start clopping away and go back. About 5 minutes later, the caravan starts moving. And about 20 minutes later, well, they pretty much go out of sight within 5 minutes, but I would say, how much time do you give?
So everyone, turns out Spleen was right. We don't want to be seen. So, Spleen, when should we leave?
You're gonna want to give it probably about 2 hours.
It
My
sounds right.
only
They asked for 3.
concern is if we give them 2 hours and they hit the ambush point, it's gonna take us 2 hours to get to the ambush point.
Exactly.
You know what's kind of great about having I don't know, someone that can go ahead a little bit further? A scout. Also, you have sending, so you can, I don't know, message the other shits. I punch Howard in like the thigh. God, you are
Message
useless.
them what? What is a message gonna do for a 2-hour difference?
You can let them know at least.
How about we call it an hour?
Fine, an hour. Our only listener. Because
Give
I
her a
was.
smooch on the cheek.
Thank you. A
Instead
man.
of the ambushes, we attack at the same time. If we're an hour away,
Okay, so then we travel along the side of the road and not on the road, and we be quiet.
I don't think quiet is our forte.
True. Clang, clang,
Well,
clang.
Howard, you guys are smart. Can't we do on those, this carriage is traveling at this speed, we are traveling at this speed, and we want to all meet at this time?
What if you cast silence on us?
On like an object.
And as we move,
it lasts. Hang on, I don't remember if it's 10 or 1 minute.
Thought you were going to say
You
hours.
cast it.
Just somewhere in here. It lasts all of 10 minutes.
never
Like,
mind.
when they're getting close to the ambush point, that's when you cast it, and we just start booking it on the side of the road, so they
Yes,
can't
we
see
should
us.
do that.
We
How
can.
far are we from the ambush point? Do we even know that? Where the fuck is the
Yeah.
ambush point?
I don't know.
During discussions, we did mark it out on a map.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Oh, then I got y'all. I know where it is.
Have
Where
we
are
come across
we?
McSwagger yet?
McJagger.
Do we have McSwagger?
McSwagger.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
like your friend has been following you guys. I would not be that cruel.
Okay, thank you. And I guess far enough that those two horse riders didn't see it.
Or did not
Stamping
make concernable note. You do not know.
Excellent. You can't ignore this.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. Let's say 40 minutes.
Wait, isn't that going the opposite of what you wanted?
It's at this point like I'm counting this as real time.
Yeah, it is.
I'm counting this as a real time talking. So the more you talk about this, the more they're moving away.
Good.
Kid Howard, do some math and see how long it will take them to reach the ambush point.
It's gonna take you take the time to do that. You realize like the position of where you guys are from the map and everything else. Do the triangulation. It's gonna take them about an hour to reach that point.
Oh shit, we're actually a lot closer than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. B has got the right idea. We need to be in the foliage.
All right.
But not just 2 meters off the main road. We need to be a bit coming in at an angle.
All right.
We on horses? We
You
have
guys?
horses right
No,
there?
we're on
Yeah.
foot.
No.
No,
What?
I didn't think so.
The carriage speed is just they're heavy. They're not going to push the horses. It's just going to take as long as it does to get back to a stead.
We're able to catch up to them if we book it. Kind of thing
Yeah.
is how I understood it. The speed
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah, for sure. It's if they started driving that carriage, absolutely driving, there'd be no way you guys could catch up. But they're basically they're trotting.
Yeah. The horses are there mostly for power, not for speed.
Oh,
All right, let's go into the foliage and try to be a little more discreet.
right.
I guess, can Yimmer go ahead and act as the scout
Yeah, I mean,
in the? And
you can by all means. You have. I'm not stopping you.
I feel as though this is going to at least mitigate kind of. Yeah.
If you
Yimmer's
guys rolled above
stealth.
average, I would have just let it happen. But the fact that you all,
I know. That was so bad.
Yep.
It
I
was really bad. If one person rolled above 10.
So at that point, Spleen, don't you have an ability that makes you one with the nature?
Yeah, I sure do.
When the DM tries to help us along.
I can. It's called commune with nature.
Yeah, but don't you have the ability to be you basically have favorite terrain? Not being able to be encumbered by thick foliage, or the fact that
No. It's not. No.
I think someone else had that.
that would be
Yeah.
Warwick, probably.
Warwick.
Yeah, Warwick
Yep.
has favorite terrain.
Yep. I could
Warwick
just
is a beast.
yeah, I
Warwick
could just
is a
know
beast.
about the land within 3 miles of me.
Warwick is actually insanely helpful.
Yeah.
Why isn't he with us?
So that. All right. Well, make a. I don't know what to tell you at this point. Make a stealth check. Just stealth.
Yeah.
Do what Yimmer does.
Oh, just yum. I'm just you don't want
Y'all
B-roll
just
in a
screwed
stealth
up
check.
so bad. Oh, that's right. 15.
All right. So then you're planning on trying to basically go into the foliage and shoot ahead.
Yeah, and basically try to get as close without being within eye or earshot of them,
Okay.
so that we can close the gap between when they are ambushed and when we can actually
Yeah.
start doing something.
Okay. So at that point, you head basically into the forest or into the foliage. Some of it has been kind of clear cut trees, kind of just like open up the path a little bit more. But heading in, you start running basically alongside or running parallel to where the road is. But because you don't have a point of reference to where the road is, and you're trying to do this without out of sight, it's difficult for you to try and get ahead when you don't really know what's happening, because at some points, sometimes the road or the not the road the landscape right beside the road will kind of hill and turn into, like, sometimes you'll get like a little crevasse or like a ravine, not very deep per se, but it's just like it starts becoming rather rough terrain rather quickly sometimes, and then other times it's really nice, like a run right through,
Mhm.
trying to follow whatever sort of animal tracks or animal trails that have been naturally made.
Mhm.
Which at that point, so then, are you running? Like,
Uh,
you have a natural
probably.
movement speed of 30. Are you trying to push
No, it's
yourself?
25.
25
Oh
dwarf.
yeah, I'm pushing myself. These short, stubby legs.
Jogging.
I mean, I could easily have put a long strider on him before he went. Put him at 35.
You could have.
Are you going to?
Yeah.
I'm not allowing it. Y'all got to start being
But
quicker
Yimmer,
on your spells and what you can do.
that's just Yimmer running off ahead of everyone without saying anything.
It's David Attenborough just comes through. This is the natural Yimmer and his habitat, running naked gracefully through the forests, trying to hunt down its prey.
Beard speedoed tastefully about his genitals.
Oh, there he is. He spotted his prey. A beautifully spotted red mushroom. Regardless,
Uh,
you start running through. You, at this point, just. I really don't know what to say. I don't know anymore.
chaos through failure.
It's chaos through failure. I just. Ah! At this point, make a nature check.
Okay. Nature. Ooh. And be a survival?
You're not surviving. You're trying to make your way through.
Damn straight, I'm not. That's a 12.
That's a 12. Okay. I mean, you're trying to follow the pathway along, and it is hard to do, like I explained before. You're kind of keeping a general direction. And so you just keep on running. With your stealth beforehand, you're lucky that there's a lot of like moss or like dampened earth around, so your footfalls are not exactly like hard hitting. And say for about a half an hour, you're running. You're basically running as best as you can. eventually you're not paying attention. You're just running and you hit something super solid and like metallic and it hurts for a second. You just turn around and there's Reedon staring right at you. Which at that point,
Oh, little man.
I'm gonna need you to take a point of exhaustion.
Oh. Oh well, at least I got the role play in before I start sucking. Mm-hmm. Exhaustion 1. Cool. What is that? Ability checks. Oh. Should have made that other stuff I told you about. Would have been fine.
So what's it? So you're just taking that. Sorry, I'm in my own damn world.
Yeah, there was that other stuff that I wanted to make in like a Breaking Falskallan, but we never got to it, so I can't say I have it.
Yeah. That being the case, you run into the Hallowed Revolt.
Oh, little buddy, where'd you come from? Are they coming? What's happening? Let's slow down. Well, oh, oh, Jim's not used to this.
My grip on my side.
Oof, oof.
Pinched.
Yeah. Ooh. Come in. They are here soon. Oof. Okay, little buddy. Well, everyone, are we ready to go?
Yeah, everybody else is there. Like everybody else in the Hallowed Revolt is there.
I mean, as ready as we'll ever be, but I thought we had somebody cast and sending to avoid wearing people out like this. What the hell are you people playing at?
Well, oh, we fucked up. This is what we're dealing with now.
Where's the rest of your team?
Back there. I mean, soon. To a valley near you.
All right. All right. She kind of turns to the rest of the revolt. Well, we ain't missing our chance. Pincer or no pincer, they ride into the zone where we've set out. We spring the ambush. We take them down. Looks at Ymer. Your folk can be helpful or they won't be. I'd certainly prefer the former.
Would I? They're coming soon.
Right.
Shouldn't have run this.
At this point, Warwick's casting Pass Without a Trace on everyone in the area. As long as you're within 30 feet of them. Oh my god, I do that every time. As long as you are within 30 feet of them, you get a plus 10.
All
right. Val is also casting Aid. There's how many revolt members?
There's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 total. That's what I thought. So yeah, casting it twice so that all the revolt members have 10 extra max hit points for the next 8 hours.
Cool.
That Yim 2 or just a Hallowed Revolt?
It's 3 people per cast, so no Yim. So.
Okay. That's okay. Oh, we had something there, but that's okay.
Use this feature.
So at this point, you guys are getting ready and set up. You're believing you're about a half hour out.
Yep.
Which at that point, team them, the rest of them. What are you fuckers doing?
I mean, going to catch up. Like, we're trying to get there at the right time.
So at this point, how long did you wait before?
Probably not long. We went into the woods and then
Yeah, we just said fuck it. And it's like, fine, we'll just go into the woods now.
once they're out of sight, go into the woods and maybe give it another 5-10 minutes and then follow.
Gamer's already gone, skedaddled.
Billy will try to keep up with him at least, and and also be aware with where the others are, so I can make sure to keep track of both of them.
I want you guys, one of you, to roll a D100 for me, please. I'm going to say this: 0 to 33 is you're pretty much going to be an immediate action area. 34 to 66 is going to be you're going to be about 2 turns behind. 67 to 100, you're 4 turns behind.
All right. 96.
Oh my god.
Nothing is going our way.
Literally no good
Yeah.
rolls.
That's why we want to roll low.
Yep. Yep. Want to roll low, but no.
Humor's not there to help you this time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can focus on one character sheet at right now.
Mhm.
Except for Yimmer. Yimmer, you're in.
I mean, at least he's got
Okay.
one character sheet that isn't exhausted.
Okay.
Well, is Ymir even there? Like,
Yimmer's with the revolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yimmer's with a revolt. It's just the rest of Team Them. So Howard, Halsterian, Beatrice, Spleen. I honestly tried to make this as fair as I possibly could.
You tried. You tried. But my dice was like, you want a high
Yeah.
number? I got
Oh.
you. 96.
Dice don't give a fuck.
Nope.
It's because of all those low, like, D100 rolls that I did with Eerie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god. So
Okay.
Team Them is coming. You guys are following suit. With that, the Hallowed Revolt. 20 minutes goes up.
Oh my god.
So where are you guys situated? Like, will you guys be on top
I want
of
high
like
ground.
this? You'd have the high ground.
Yeah.
Excellent.
You mind
Alright.
letting your commanding officer make that determination?
I'm getting the high ground, honey. I need to see where I'm aiming. Don't you think?
Yep. But yeah, agree.
What characters would be remaining close to Val? Within 30 feet. Like, who would
Well, that
be
depends
rushing
where he's-
up? Who would be hanging back?
Hanging back.
Yeah, Warwick would hang back, also trying to get high.
Yeah.
Shiren would be positioned a little closer to the road. Probably looking to get at least one shot off, and then likely close the distance and start doing sword work.
Reading, I assume, would be up in it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, Reedon would be ready to go.
What about Yimmer?
I think he would be hanging back, maybe doing like stealthy crossbow stuff. Maybe mind sliver here and there.
Yeah,
Hey,
Okay.
that's right.
throwing little twigs at them.
Um,
Can you stop that?
So you streak naked and like shock them.
Dolly's probably looking to get up close as well. I realize I'm running her just because she's the one responsible for making the ground shake.
Yep.
Dolly, Shiren, Reedon, and
Warwick.
Well, Warwick's gonna be
Oh
hanging
no,
back.
works. Sorry, never mind. Haha.
Ha 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 ha.
Yep.
Haha!
Warwick and Eerie. Roll a die. Do some rollies.
What? Wait. A D20 or D100?
D20 is fine.
Okay.
17.
9.
Okay. Then Warwick would be the fourth one.
Okay.
Are bonded with me. He'd be dropping the bond when the carriage is within sight, like when we are getting prepped to jump in, because it only lasts 10 minutes.
And I feel like the ground was already like messed up because you don't want to make a bunch of
Yeah, I
noise.
think Dolly was doing it the day before.
Okay.
I want to say that's what Steve had said last game.
Mm-hmm.
To like prep it in advance.
Yeah. Okay, so to basically disrupt it so much that they have to pause and then we move in.
I think that was
Yeah,
the
they.
point.
Mm-hmm.
The
Make it look like a rock slide.
the
Or mud slide.
bond, as long as you are within 30 feet of Val, once per turn, you essentially have bless. You can add a D4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. I can only affect 4 people with it, so.
Yeah. So JT, for your knowledge of the terrain, the erupting earth that's being used to block them in, or not to block them, to stop them, would have created a 120-foot cube
Oh, jeez.
of difficult terrain that basically, in order to clear the area by hand, each 5 square foot would take 5 minutes to clear. So
I love that.
that's what they would be rolling into.
Erie's gonna fucking rain hell. My cannon's out. I'm
That's
so
what you call
excited.
thine titties?
Yes.
Thine cannons.
My cannons.
Yes. All right, cool. So, with that, 10 minutes. You feel the anticipation coming. Hands. Some of your hands are trembling. Some of you have the calm before the storm. You wait. You listen. The trees are swaying in the wind. You get dapples of sunlight beaming right through the leaves. 5 minutes. You should be hearing the caravan anytime. 3 minutes. You start hearing the commotion of the caravan coming up. The sound of rolling wheels over some stones in mud, dirt. The sound of horses trotting along. You don't hear a lot of. You don't hear any sort of banter. It's at this point you see the visual. You see 5. You see 5 carts rolling up. One minute. They're moving up closer and closer.
Do any of the carts like look different from each other?
There's
Or they all
one
look
in the
similar?
center that looks very regal and royal. The rest of them look more or less like storage
Okay.
carts.
Okay.
Shiren's going to kind of draw a bead on whoever is driving the cart at the front.
Okay.
But she's going to wait for them to hit the difficult ground before she does anything.
Yeah. So you notice that these carts are being driven by 2 horses. In each, there's 2 drivers on top. There's one driver, but there's a person sitting right beside, more or less being a lookout. And you notice that it's generally a female that's armed with more like melee weapons, doing the driving itself. That the lookout is the one that's wielding a bow. 30 seconds. So what do the seals on the ground look like? I know you're not the one who set them.
No.
But if you have some sort of an idea what they would look like.
Yeah. Also, if we're going with what was discussed, the ground was disrupted like a day ago, so it's already fucked up.
Oh, so it's not. Oh, so they're walking into that kind of a ground.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I thought
But
this was like they trigger something and then therefore.
Yeah. Well, the way Juju pitched it was more like an idea of, okay, we mess up the ground ahead of time, because I double checked the effect on the spell stays there, like it doesn't go away. So right now they've got like 120-foot kind of square area on the ground.
They're just about to hit that barrier then.
Yeah.
So they have free reign of movement.
Yeah.
They have free reign of movement, but as soon as they go into that area, then therefore it's just rough terrain.
Yeah, they're gonna have to stop and figure out, like, are they gonna go over it or?
Well, that was the hope.
Yeah.
We'll see what they. But the idea being that, okay, they either stop at the rough terrain, and then we take the ambush, or if they keep going in, like through the rough terrain, Shiren's just gonna let fly and.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, 30 seconds before they hit the rough terrain, they notice a difference in the ground, and you hear one of the main drivers, "Hold up!" Hand goes way up into the sky. You see basically the other drivers follow, the other lookout men follow suit. 1, 2, 3.
And once they're all stopped.
And then they stop. Trigger. Okay.
So the bead is still drawn on the driver.
So front driver.
Yeah. She's looking to hamper mobility first.
I'm gonna need you guys to move to roll 20 for me, please.
Wait.
Right on. Yeah.
You're all up in the top right corner.
There we go.
All right. So, can we move our people
Wherever you think you may be. I think I gave you that control. I did.
Yep.
So it probably would have been kind of down near these rocks here, somewhere with cover.
Yeah.
JT, you're gonna have to move Dolly's token for me.
Oh, yeah.
She'd probably be.
Just give me a second. You
Oh,
got
sorry.
control.
Oh, thank you.
Is there a token for McSwagger?
McSwagger's McSwagger's not following. Didn't follow you through.
No, I with the others.
Damn, he big. And now he's
Wait.
little.
Oh. Nick Swagger.
There you go. You've got control of them. You got control. Okay. So basically, you guys down at the bottom here are below the cliff edge.
Yep.
Okay, so the cliff edge, and we're at the bottom of it. They're up top.
Yeah.
Yep. Which is like 15 feet.
Okay.
Just saying. For mechanical
Like a-
reasons, it is 15 feet.
Like a slope or like a
No,
slope?
it's a heavy incline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like somebody could technically run up it. I would
It'd be
consider
hard.
it difficult terrain.
Mhm.
It would very much be difficult terrain.
We readily slide down it.
I would assume that you guys are in the bushes there.
Yeah, we're already down it.
Oh, there's some people that are on top.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean the people?
Oh
okay,
yeah, I
okay.
want to be on top there.
Yeah,
Mhm.
same.
Yeah, like Gimmer's kind of staying there, but is there an option to slide down if wanted?
Yeah. Like if you
Yeah,
wanted
we
to
can.
do that, you could. Like I'm
Okay.
allowing you guys to set yourself up where you think it might be advantageous for you guys. You did set up an ambush. You have the idea of where you want to be. So Shiren.
Yep.
Dear God. Driver. So here. Can I add? Oh my lord.
Warwick, reading through the bond more, I think I'm not automatically included, and then 4 other creatures, I think I have to include myself as one of the 4. Since there's 4 of us down there, Val would take that 4th slot.
No, that's all good.
It's you, me, and Yammer.
Oh, this is gonna be a lot of technical setup.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Gotta create that rough terrain.
I'm not creating rough terrain. It's not on the people. Not what I've just been told.
Yeah, is it
It's just
like
the
over
area.
here? Like a
Yeah, so
circle?
basically
Yeah.
anything past the front of this horse is now considered rough terrain.
Got it.
Okay.
That keeps it
Okay.
easy.
Which again doesn't apply to us as long as we're in the forest
Oh my god.
because we're with Warwick.
Mm.
Mm, 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 mm.
Let's do this. Okay, so what are you doing? You're shooting.
Yeah, arrow loosed off at the driver of the first wagon.
Okay. So roll for hit.
Get an advantage on that, or
You are technically hidden, sure.
okay, yep. So that is 23.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Yay, sneak attack. All right.
It's a sneak attack. Sneak
D6
attack.
and an additional 66. Yay!
And he's dead.
I don't dare hope. Okay. So we got ooh, nice. We are starting that off with 25 damage.
25 damage? Okay. Wow, with the sneak attack on top of that?
Yeah.
I figured you'd do a lot more.
Short bow's only got a D6.
I mean, that is absolutely fair. Okay.
Yeah.
So at that point, Shiren, as soon as they stop, you loose the arrow. It lodges itself right in the side in the rib cage there. You hear the like the thud of it happening and the sound of like the armor kind of crinkling in just a bit. Which at that point, let's roll for initiative. Or better yet, Shiren fires it off, which at that point is a trigger point for a bunch of other people wanting to do their things, right? Because you guys had set up an ambush, therefore you have the surprise. So, who's doing what? I'm gonna say, I do have markations underneath nameplate markations. I think that you guys can see underneath each token.
Yeah.
What?
We've got color. I can't see name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just
Oh,
color.
I have a nameplate, but I figured that would have been visible.
Yeah.
Why?
Whoa.
Okay. No. All right. Cool. Right. Just ping the one for me because at least I have everything marked up that you want to aim for. So anyway, at this point, actually at this point, I'm going to roll the initiative. We're gonna do the surprise round with all in the lead.
Right.
So at this point, let's roll.
Okay.
You.
Much.
Thank you.
Are we rolling for both, or are we just doing?
No, roll for your. Yes, still roll for both.
Okay.
Whatever's highest gets lodged first.
Oh. Eerie? Come on.
Need
Oh,
to
no,
get some
weren't
new
we-
dice, girl.
Weren't we doing initiative as like one? Oh no, right. Ha
Yep.
ha ha. Never mind. Never mind.
I just explained that.
Oh wait. Yep, I misunderstood.
Oh, okay. Thank God. Because with Eerie it would be a -1.
Oh,
my
no.
God.
Hold up.
Fuck. All right. Jeez. Oy.
Okay. Just for my own sanity, I'm clumping grouping types. So just for my own.
Yeah.
Okay, 25 to 20.
Hang on.
Warwick got a 20.
Same. Oh, actually, Shiren 21.
20 to 15.
19.
Yimmer got 15.
All right. Just give me a second. Okay. 15 to 10.
13.
That's 13 for Dolly as well.
Reedon also got a 13.
Reedon would be going with Yimmer.
So
Remember, you
who
take
has
the
the
higher
high?
of the two, and both of them will take that same
Oh,
initiative.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how that works. So yeah, Yimmer and Reedon are on 15. Basically, shall I explain this again for people who do not understand what's going on?
Good nerd.
Nope, we're good.
So I got a yes and a no.
I think we're good.
Okay. So then 13 for Howard
Yes.
and Val. Okay. 10 to 10 to 5. Nobody? I guess that's everybody.
If we're keeping track of rolls for Team Them, that's a nat 1 for Hellstarian.
No, we're not doing that. It's
Oh, cool. Sorry, I misunderstood.
I'm calling out the player. I'm calling out the player. Each player is going to play both their characters on the same turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how this is happening. So
Yeah.
I asked for you guys to roll your initiative for both your characters. Whoever got the highest slotted you in that spot.
Okay.
Okay. Let's fucking start this. Oh my god. Thank you for your patience. Let's do this.
Mm-hmm.
So with that, so Shiren went up. Liz.
Okay, Warwick is going to cast Hail of Thorns at first level.
Okay.
Taking their first attack on. I'm gonna go end of the caravan. So I'm gonna go this area.
Okay.
So, so I like mentally trying to get there.
It's okay. Hey, it's going to be a very technical battle. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
So all I'm gonna say right now is, are you guys okay with me pushing this a little bit later tonight? Like going a little bit later, or does anybody need to be awake early and need to cut this off early?
I got a dip at like 10:15. So I've got like a little less than an hour.
Okay. All right, then
I'm
let's
in
keep
about the
on.
same boat.
But
All
we
right, let's
can
keep.
do a few rounds at least.
Yep.
We can
Okay.
get to like when them shows up, then that'll be probably a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on how long you guys take on your turn. So, Liz.
First,
Okay, let's go.
the first hit is a dexterity saving throw of 15.
Okay.
If
It's against which archer on cart 4?
the very
5, I
very
mean?
back, cart 5, the archer. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cart 5 archer.
The person beside it also is making a dexterity saving throw because they're within 5 feet.
Okay, so archer fails,
Okay.
and so does the So does the guard.
Cool. They both take 9 points of damage. As well as... Okay, question. I'm so new to magic. So it says, in addition to the normal effect of the attack, so does that mean I still roll my regular damage dice?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case... Oh, I gotta switch so many things. That's a 21 to hit the archer.
That's good.
Cool. And then I'm trying to find a D8. That's a D8. Nope, that's a 10. That's an 8. That's 7 points of damage.
You guys do not believe how the the paper spread I've got right now.
I
I
believe
can
it.
imagine.
I believe your whole desk and then double that at minimum is covered.
I mean, I would take a picture if it wasn't going to be spoilery. Actually, I'm going to take a picture then after when he's done.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh. There we go. All right.
Okay, I'm doing 2 more attacks
Sorry.
on that same archer.
On that same archer. Okay.
Yep,
So
The-
So you hit the one.
yep.
You hit him
The
once.
next attack is a 24 to hit.
24. What was the damage on the first hit?
Oh, 7.
7?
Yeah, plus the...
Plus the 9 that
9.
you... Okay, so that would bring it up to 13. No,
7, 9, 16.
16. Wow, this is going to be a rough night. Cool, 16. Okay, fire again.
That was 8 points of damage on the second hit.
8 points of damage on the second hit. Cool.
Third and final hit.
Cool.
Natural 20.
Oh,
Woo!
shit,
Boy.
It's about time.
Hell yeah. Yeah, for 4. So 9 points of damage total.
Nice. Hey, that's nothing to scoff at.
Mm-mm.
And that is the end of Warwick's turn.
Cool. Right on. Given.
Okay.
Reading, you're up next.
So many. Okay. So many things. Probably could do that. I think I'll wait on that part. Okay. I'm gonna go in with using my staff, spending 5 charges, and I'm going to do a 5th level fireball.
Okay, level fireball where?
Let me see what's a good place here. I did mark it and then I forgot. Hold up. Oh, shit. Fuck. Wait. Nope. Let me linger. Is that the one I want? You're the one I want. Nope. 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 Because I wanted to hit as many people as possible.
I'm gonna say at this point,
You could probably get 2 pairs.
yeah, you're really only gonna get 2 pairs at this point.
Okay.
They got them
Fuck.
spacing tactics going.
Then fuck them right here.
Yo.
Fuck them right there.
Yep. And let me.
Same brain high five.
Yeah. If I feel like a lot of people are gonna focus on the ones that are closer to them. Let me get them. I need to get 10d6 out. No, 10d.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wait,
at
no,
what level is
that's-
that?
Yeah, 10d6.
Fifth.
What
Fifth
level is that?
Fifth level.
Okay, so the one that you're almost centering on has a magic user on it. And in the quick throws of the reaction, throws a counter spell out there. Doesn't know the
Oh,
power of
man.
the spell. I don't.
Okay.
The DM knows the power of the spell. The caster doesn't.
Okay.
I have to roll for it.
Okay.
So if I'm remembering that right, I gotta meet basically an 11.
I don't know.
An 11 plus because it's whatever the base plus whatever the spell. No, that would make it 15.
DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Yeah, so it makes it a 15.
Mm-hmm.
That makes it an 18.
Damn.
So at that point, you start casting this thing out, but you see one of these. You see a person on the other boat. Oh, this is gonna be one of the carriages. Look up and see that. Oh shit! This is an actual ambush. And without a second's thought, looks up, stares right at you, deep into your soul, snaps their finger.
Okay, fine by me, but my cannon's also firing because I got that ready.
Yep.
All right. We're doing our the force ballista. Can I click on you really quick? All right, I have the force ballista on, which does 3d8 plus 5 damage. Okay. And I'm going to be hitting that caster.
Okay.
Plus 9 to hit, so 24 to
24
hit.
to hit? Yeah, that'll hit. That'll definitely hit.
3d8. Oh shit! My bag of dice. I'm just gonna grab a handful and just bring it all out. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You.
I don't want to wait
forget
for
what
my
they gave me
lunch
next.
to get colder.
23 damage. Force damage.
Force damage.
Yeah.
Okay,
On the dude.
So 23. Cool.
Yep, and then on a hit, the target takes that damage, and if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon. So if
But
he's
it's
on a
person,
horse,
it's not a creature. It's a person.
person is a creature. I would think so. If it says a creature, I would think a person's a creature. Yeah.
All right, pushed up the. So there's no save for that.
Does he identify as a creature?
I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this because that's gonna be annoying. All right, so he gets
you
pushed
get rid of
back
it, sorry.
5 feet. So boom.
There you go. Bonk. Bitch. That's my turn.
Cool.
Actually,
Yim.
Yep, that's good.
Yim and Reedon.
Okay, and let me
Read
just
'em
double
and weep.
check. Yeah, Yimmer would be going first then. So Yimmer would have been hidden for this, so should have sneak attack, and will be attacking that one.
Okay,
can you
never.
see the one I'm pointing to?
Yeah, I saw the one that you're pointing at.
So that's going to be just crossbow bolt, and this is going to use a charge from the sheath, the poison sheath.
Okay.
So
Roll for attack.
and I have
Howard, you're on
advantage
deck.
because I'm hidden. Correct.
Or Val. Yes. Yep.
For a 17 plus.
Yeah, that'll hit.
24. Cool.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, other dice. Other dice. Other dice, baby. Come on. Come on. Plus a D8. Okay, so this is going to be... oh, wow, that's a lot. 4, 8, 14, 22 piercing damage.
Okay.
Plus, what's the sheath damage? 2d6. That's going to be 22 plus 7 points of poison.
Okay. Again, this bolt laced in poison. So do I have to make a DC saving throw or something? What's going on? What's the effect?
There isn't any additional effect. It's just extra poison damage.
Okay. All right, cool. So that's Yimmer then?
Yep.
Cool. What's Reading
So
up to?
Reading is going to charge. The lady in red. Right there.
Cool. Yep.
Oh boy, here we go. Is this person on a horse?
Yes.
Reading's going for the horse's legs then.
Okay, then make an attack.
Okay. Reading. Great sword attack. 18.
To hit? Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. And so that's 2d6 plus 5. 10 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
Does
So
anything happen?
to hitting a horse? Yeah, you hit a horse. Horses hit. You hear the whinnying and the neighing of the thing. The chaos is starting. The near kaboom happens, but you hear the thunder cracking from the cannon that's fired off in the backside. You hear from far behind.
Okay, then.
Oh my eye! There's a thorn in it.
Okay,
Do you want
then
more?
Regan's gonna-
Are you not entertained?
I want to hear the bombs bursting through air, so thank you. And so yeah, Regan's going to take another swing at the horse.
Okay then.
12.
Yeah. To hit the horse.
Yep.
That will
Hit the horse.
not. That will not land.
Ow.
Because these horses are somewhat like they are like
horses.
armored a little bit, more or less for kind of like the show of it. But like even though it may be still ceremonial, they still have like decorations and coverings enough for you to have like you hit one really hard, the blood starts splattering everywhere, and so you're trying to hit the same spot again, but you just end up like getting a little bit of the blood in your eye, and you kind of swing a little wide.
Oh, that meat juice got me in the eye. I'm gonna swing again then. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
19 to hit? Yeah, that'll hit.
Excellent. Give me more of that meat juice. I'm gonna eat your horse.
I haven't played with the last one I gave you.
Wasn't allowed to. Not going to be told no this time. That's going to be an 11.
An 11?
Slashing damage. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah. No. Yeah, the second hit on the horse, you land it straight within like the chest cavity. You feel this thing topple and crumble, but because it's attached to the cart, it kind of just goes limp into spot. The rider on top is still there, and he's now like holding on for dear life, but hasn't jumped off just yet.
Okay.
Is
And
that
yeah, that's Regent's turn.
cool, Howard?
Val
Or-
is gonna put a ball of silence on the top of that carriage right there.
Okay.
And move.
All right. So what? So what does it do? Like, what do you
It
do to
just-
cast it? What's going on?
I mean,
Describe.
he's just reaching out, grabbing his symbol and reaching out from the rocks, and he's not trying to see the side of the carriage or anything, as long as he can see the top of it, because that's the fancy one, right? The center carriage.
The center carriage would be the fancier one, the more regal
Yeah.
one. Yes.
And he's just sending out a little transparent ball that attaches to the top of the carriage and expands, and it just creates a field of dead quiet.
Dead quiet. Okay. The one mage that Reedon has been trying to deal with looks, as the horse is crumpling, he looks out and he sees you trying to apparate something, and in a desperation, again, oh hell no, snaps his finger and is going to try and counterspell that.
It's only a second
What?
level, so
It's only so then it naturally happens.
mm-hmm.
So then this does not happen.
Dang.
You're pretty prepared for this kind of thing.
I was like, yeah, I was like, you with the sneak ambush. It's like, damn.
Well, I mean, a royal procession with honor guard that is looking
Mhm.
out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only
Like, hello.
weird thing that they've technically seen is that,
Us.
but because everything is starting off, doesn't mean.
The weird thing
No,
was the
not-
people way in the background that were loud.
It was Jimmer.
What?
So is that your turn, Val?
He's also moving up to this carriage right there, and that's his turn.
That's his turn. All right, that's his turn. So then that starts everything.
Dolly.
Oh, that's
You
right.
want to
Dolly
play?
is
You
the
want to
same
play?
initiative.
You want to play Dolly?
That's what we went with at the beginning of the session. So, yeah.
Cool.
My brain is not functioning enough to make a 60-foot cube. Is anyone able to help me out with that?
Are we still in the surprise round?
Yes. This is the last of the surprise round.
Okay.
Oh god. A 60-foot cube? Wait.
What?
Yeah, there we are.
Holy
60-foot
shit.
diameter or radius?
Just says 60-foot cube centered on a point. Because I'm
Sounds
casting
just
Wrath of
funny.
Nature.
I think it's half that
like-
then.
Yes, it's
Okay.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
Alright.
60 across any side.
Now,
Mhm.
question is, where do you want the center?
Actually, just move it up a bit so I catch the two in the back.
Okay. Let's do right here. Like that.
Perfect, thank you.
Mhm.
Alright.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Okay.
I don't know how to
So
rotate
Dolly
this thing.
kind of just like, I don't want to write too much on how Steve would play her, but just sort of pounds the ground for a second, and within that cube,
Do you
all
want
the
to try to
loose-
get Val out? I could probably move it
all
up
the
one.
it's not going to hurt Val.
Okay.
All the loose rock begins to lift. And as a bonus action on her turn, she is going to pick that mage up front. Sorry, blue one here,
Yeah.
who's been picked on, and she's going to make a ranged spell attack against her,
Okay.
against them. So
Yeah. So this one here is a swordsman.
okay, person who's been picked on.
So you're looking for the mage?
There's like
Uh,
two of them.
Yeah,
There's-
sorry, who?
That one's been.
That's a mage.
More looking for whoever in this block has taken the most damage.
That would be this one right here.
Okay.
Looks to be this one right here.
Yep. Yeah, so we'll go with that one. Ba-da-ba-ba.
No, that's a 60.
That is 17 to hit.
That just meets it.
Nice. All right, so particularly large and sharp rock, kind of among the floating ones, leaps out of the ground and smacks that mage in the face for, not bad, 17 non-magical bludgeoning damage.
17 non-magical bludgeoning damage. Okay, cool. Yep. Sorry, it was the one beside him, but I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Yeah. As long as somebody who's not on our side is getting pelted by rocks, I'm happy.
Yes, absolutely. That makes sense. Cool. There we go. So that's that. All right, so that's Dolly's that's Dolly's turn there. That's
Yep.
everything?
Yep.
Cool. Now we're gonna start this off. I could say this is probably a good point for us to end here. Just try and do this because this is going to take a while. So I'm gonna say get your spells ready. I know, Tom, that you just did Dolly's stuff because
Yeah.
without really
I'm
knowing
gonna
her,
let
but
Steve. I'm gonna let Steve know what has been cast so far.
exactly. But I'm gonna say get your shit prepped. I'm gonna try and rush you guys through this. That being said, I would thank everybody for coming out tonight and watching Falskallan Nights. Come join us next week to see these guys try their best against, well, these guys here, because they haven't gone yet.
I'm scared.
I am too.
They haven't gone yet. And so it'll be fun to watch them suffer. That being the case,
Yep.
before we get out of here, let's find somebody to raid. And while we're doing that, we'll get Tom to do one of his final announcements.
Yeah. Holy. Alrighty. Well, thank you once again, everyone, for joining us here in Coduria. Thanks again to D&D Beyond for sponsoring us. Thanks to FX May Vary for sponsoring us and contributing some amazing artists to this big Dire Bear family. Huge thanks, of course, to our first adept patron, Mama Bear, whose praises shall be sung tonight in the ineffable style of Rockwell. If you don't know what I'm referring to, you will in a second. We're just an average stream within chaos reigns. We roll when we go live with nary thought of gains, but some coin never goes amiss to help with all of this. And when we hear Mama Bear's name, it fills us up with bliss. I always feel like somebody's funding me. Tell me, is it Mama B? Whoa, I always feel like somebody's funding me. Mama Bear, you make us squee. Remember to check our Patreon out if you'd like
Yeah.
to see, in the next couple of weeks, me butcher another song that everybody assumed was written by Michael Jackson in your honor. Take some time to peruse the Dire Bear merch store. Check out some of the other amazing shows on the channel. We've got the Oops All Bards party, that is Melody of the Maelstrom. That takes place every other Monday. Now, not every character in this stream are bard, but every player is a musician of some sort, including those two wonderful people from FX May Vary. Showmanship and shenanigans ensue on the regular. Meanwhile, if you're feeling a little more futuristic and mechanical, Twitch has you covered on Tuesday nights with Project Aegis, a hard-hitting Lancer adventure. Get your off-brand Gundam going with that. And as always, feel free to hit us up on Discord if you want to keep an ear to the ground on any future developments. Last but not least, we do have a party appreciation, and it's dealer's choice as to who gets to pop that off.
He said any one of us, so I guess at that point we roll a d20.
Or we could all take part of it.
No, roll a d20.
What is it? Highest wins or lowest wins?
Yes.
Oh.
Hi. Highest.
Everybody wins.
Okay.
What?
Rolled it.
12.
Rolled
Hey.
a 2.
I rolled an 8.
12.
Oh, shit.
I
Given?
11.
think
What about
Juju
you?
and I are tied.
Roll A's.
I was going to say, if you want a
Okay.
tiebreaker, I did the last one.
True.
That's true.
True.
Juju.
All right.
Tell us that you love us, Juju.
Yeah.
In the most
Tell us that
monotone
we're pretty.
voice.
Make me feel special.
In Val's voice, even better.
Oh
No,
my
no.
God.
No, please don't.
No.
Please don't.
No, he must.
No. Just appreciate. Just appreciate, please.
I can give one afterward to those who want in Val's voice. Well, I appreciate that Tom is leaving. Not. I can
Ooh,
appreciate
okay.
why though. That's, hey, good shit. Getting a good job getting moving on that, and going places because you deserve it. You fuck. You better know you deserve it, because you do. I mean, really, like, we have the Hallowed Revolt that you threw together as joke characters, and they are still partially joke characters. Wow. Okay, this is gonna go into JT because my brain just realized something I should have realized forever ago.
Oh my God.
So thank you for the joke characters that became actual characters, Tom. And JT, that's how this campaign started. Half our characters were jokes because you were like, I'm doing a one shot. And we were like, all right, what do we bring? Fuck it, chaos. And then they turned into serious roleplay characters. We do so much goddamn roleplay. And we've been doing this for how many years? This has been a long game. It's great.
2022? Early 2022?
Yeah. It might have even been late 21. I don't remember.
I think I thought
With
Tom
the
and I
anniversary.
joined in 22.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, it might have been late 21. I don't remember. But
Yeah, I was running it in 21.
yeah.
I was running it in 21.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been going for several years. And it's been a blast the whole way. A chaotic blast, but a blast. Yimmer, why did you bring Breaking Falskallan on us? You did this, and you're
Hey,
an accomplice, B. You too are the ringleaders of that. And it's chaos, and it's glorious chaos, but it's chaos. I thought the regular game was chaos. Oh my god.
We're purposely playing the biggest degenerates.
Oh my god. I don't even know how to make it better or worse depending on your perspective half the time. I just try to play a stupid person. And
You do it.
oh, and now we're bringing drugs to everything, and we're gonna have to fix it. We're gonna have to fix it all, and it's all Yim's fault. You
Yim is
beautiful
the big
asshole.
bad.
Y'all. Burb. I don't.
It's okay. Yep.
How do you bring
I know.
spleen energy to a smart character?
What?
Eerie is like
No.
opposite of spleen, but
She's a good girl.
still has that chaos energy. Just
Yeah.
you threaten people with cooking and a turret and a staff and a southern accent.
That's the real threat.
That really
Southern
is.
accent.
That really is. Just don't stop being you, cause
Don't tell me what to do.
too late. I already did.
Mm.
That's what I got for you. I love you,
Thank you.
fuckers.
Ah.
All of you. All of you.
All of you too.
Yeah. I'm not allowed to do that. Sorry, I can't do that in return. She will
That's
come
right.
in here and hurt me.
Yep. Can't do it. Only we can.
My thumbs don't bend the right way, so it just my thumbs do this. Okay.
Well, come on, it's a heart with an accent.
It's
Oh,
just
that's
like
right. I think I am allowed to do that one. Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Aw.
All right.
And we can read
So
Crypts and Cryptids.
let's do it. Let's do that. All right. So if everything turns out well, next week we should be able to release Diamondback.
Yep.
Yeah. We gotta get him.
I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like someone is going to die.
Nobody's dying. We're all surviving.
Nobody's
Maybe not
dying.
thriving.
Yimmer's here to bring them back.
Yep. If I die, you better fucking bring me back.
That's
All right.
what
With that,
frightens
before
me.
okay. Let's round this out. People gotta sleep. I love y'all very much. Thank you for the party appreciation. I will see you guys next week. Do you dare to imagine? Have a good night.